Welcome back, everyone, and thanks again for sticking with us on KXAN News at 4. Now, what a difference a week makes. You know, this time last week, we were all preparing for the snow, getting ready for the cold, and now we've got some really nice warmth ahead of us. Chief Meteorologist Nick Bannin has been looking into the likelihood that we are done with winter weather for the season. Should we get our hopes up?
You know, I think it's too early to get our hopes up.
Okay.
But this time last year, we had already had our final freeze of winter. So it's not out of the question that we're done, but there's still, you know, a little time left in January and certainly all of February to go before we can look a little more likely that we're going to say that. We have had 10 freezes in Austin at Camp Mabry since October. An average, call it colder months period, October to April, we get 12 freezes. So we're still 2 behind of average if we were to stop freezing now, but it's certainly possible we can get some additional freezes in February. Our average last freeze, looking at the 30-year average from 1991 to 2020, is February 15th. So that is just 19 days away, and we don't have any freezes in our forecast for the next week. And the extended outlook is looking warmer than normal for the first week and a half or so of February. So we'll be approaching this and keeping an eye on it. Of course, you can get past average and still get a new freeze. It is not a definitive marker, but it is a sign that we are running out of time for additional freezes and wintry weather, although anything can happen in February, as you well know. Over the last 5 years, these are the dates when we have had our final freeze of the season in Austin. Last year it was January 20th, so that had already happened by now. The year before, we waited later than normal, February 18th. 2022, it was a much later than normal final freeze in the middle of March, and then 2021 closer to average, and then 2020 was a little later than average on February 27th. So of the last 5 years, 4 of them have been later than average. And again, that average is February 15th for the final freeze of the season on average. We have had much later freezes, though, historically in Austin. Certainly way long ago, back in 1914, we had a freeze on April 9th, April 2nd in 1924. This is why we can't rule it out just quite yet. April 1st in 1926, and then late March on a few separate occasions too. As far as what we're looking at, a lot of warmth coming our way, but also more wet weather too. We need the rain, of course. Upper level low spinning out west over the western states and Southern California right now. And out ahead of it, it's throwing moisture our way from southwest to northeast. And as this area of low pressure gets closer, the moisture amount starts to go up, and we start seeing more numerous showers and eventually some thunderstorms. As this low gets closer to us Wednesday night and Thursday morning, it's going to help to increase our chances for even some severe storms out ahead of a cold front, especially the first few hours of Thursday morning, and then this low pulls away. And in its place will be warmer than normal temperatures with the return of 70s to wrap up the work week and into the weekend. Looking at water vapor, you can easily see this area of low pressure and that swirling motion over the southern states, and that's helping to bring in this moisture southwest to northeast right here into central Texas and bringing us not just the clouds, but we're getting some spotty light rain showers as well. Nothing too significant, just enough to give you an excuse not to wash the car here for the next few days. But we do expect that the coverage of these very light rain showers will go up slightly here tonight. You can see 10:30, a few spotty showers around. Overnight into tomorrow, a few more. We'll have rounds of them during the day here tomorrow. It won't be raining constantly, just a little bit wetter than it was today, and cloudy all day long here for Tuesday. Rain coverage goes up even more still on Wednesday, but mostly still in the form of showers. Perhaps an isolated thunderstorm in the afternoon, but mostly it's still showery during the afternoon and evening on Wednesday. And then the main event starts to come in late Wednesday night. Could be in the hill country just before midnight, and then this line of downpours and storms marches its way eastward into the metro, likely for the first few hours of Thursday morning. This is 5, 6 in the morning on Thursday. Could be a pretty slow going Thursday morning commute with heavy rain, potentially strong or severe thunderstorms around. But then this line should be east of our area by midday. So this clears out pretty quickly, and then the sunshine should follow here for the afternoon. But while the storms are moving through, there could be strong or severe ones with gusty winds and damaging hail being our main concerns. And you can see the 2 out of 5 severe weather risk for the western metro, not including Austin, and for just about all of the hill country, that 2 out of 5 threat. So a higher risk of severe weather in the hill country. That drops to a 1 out of 5 for the rest of the metro and parts of our eastern counties from late Wednesday night, meaning after about 11 o'clock or so, through the majority of Thursday morning. There's also a low 1 out of 4 flash flooding threat for areas northwest of Austin for that same time frame, Wednesday night through Thursday morning. But the fast moving line of storms should be out of here quick enough to not cause too much in the way of flooding concerns. Right now we think 1 to 2 inches of rain comes our way Wednesday night through Thursday morning. So tonight's forecast, just a 20% chance of light rain, overnight lows of 47, and then we're up to 55 tomorrow with those rain chances up a little bit more to 40%. Nothing significant as far as rain goes. Rain chances up to 60% during the day Wednesday, 80% at night, dropping to 50% after the sun is up here Thursday morning, and then drier weather for Thursday afternoon. Look at Friday and the weekend though. Friday, sunshine and 72. Saturday and Sunday, low to mid 70s with sunshine and mid 70s continuing into Monday.